Hello guys, welcome to our very first Canada vlog. If you have been closely following our channel, you know that we like visiting beautiful places and new cities. And since the US-Canada border is in the close proximity to where we live, we decided to pay visit to one of the most beautiful and unique cities, not just in Canada, but in the entire world, Vancouver. Located along the Northern Pacific, Vancouver is the most populous city in the state of British Columbia. In the recent years, Vancouver has attracted a huge number of immigrants and tourists because of job opportunities, lifestyle, and tourism. So after having driven for about 7 hours from Portland, we decided to stay the night in downtown Vancouver. The following morning, we head out in search of vegan bakery and patisserie, and we discovered this amazing place called Pure Bread, which had loads and loads of options including vegan and gluten-free. Overwhelmed by what we saw, we decided to stack up on some of the bakery items, not just for that day, but also for the next. A few hundred feet away from the bakery, we hit our first major landmark in Vancouver, the Gastown Steam Clock. Gastown is a National Historic Site, and the steam-powered clock is one of the famous landmarks here. Actually, saying the clock is steam-powered is a bit of a misnomer, as the clock works itself is powered by descending weights. The steam engine is connected by a rubber belt to an electric motor hidden from the view, which is much more reliable than the steam power. Fun fact, every quarter hour, the 2-ton steam clock shows off a bit, whistling and shooting steam from its 5 whistles in its version of the Westminster chime. After having experienced the amazing gas works from the gas town, we then decided to head to higher elevations further north of the city, in a place called Squamish, which hosts the beautiful and jaw-dropping sea-to-sky gondola ride. This 10-minute gondola ride is exceptionally beautiful, especially in the fall, and takes you about 900 meters above sea level, where stunning views of Howe Sound and coastal mountains will welcome you from every direction. The sea-to-sky gondola is a doorway to year-round outdoor adventures, including interpretive walks, panoramic views, viewing platforms, and about a 9,000 square feet summit lodge. As you reach the top, you see the beauty of the place emerge. Coming out of the summit lodge, the first thing we did was walk on this beautiful Sky Pilot suspension bridge. This is among the few suspension bridges that is located on such high elevations, and it is approximately 100 meters long and has a backdrop that falls away thousands of feet below, giving you a greater feeling of exposure and height over land. While the suspension bridge is a little bit rocky and scary for a few, it does provide amazing 360-degree views of the area. There are also other activities up at the top, including short hikes, mountain climbing, and some kid activities. Some of the notable trails that you don't want to miss are the Spirit Trail, the Panorama Trail, and the Wonderland Lake Trail. After having spent about half a day here up at the top, we then decided to drive back to the city for some lunch. Since this was October and the days were shorter, we decided to quickly grab whatever we could, eat in the car, and head straight out. We filled our bellies with this delicious vegan yam sandwich and tofu roll. We then hit our next spot, the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. The Capilano Suspension Bridge is a beautiful man-made creation crossing the Capilano River in the district of North Vancouver. The bridge is about 140 meters long and 70 meters above the river, and the entry to this park requires a small fee. This suspension bridge turned out to be a lot more crowded, bigger, and wobbly compared to the Sky Pilot suspension bridge. After you cross the bridge, you are greeted with plethora of activities and adventures. Among them was the Street Top Adventure. And since it was Halloween season, this place was well lit and decorated for its preparation for the Halloween. The Treetop Adventure is a series of suspension bridges connecting one tree to another, While these bridges are not as big as the Capilano suspension bridge, they are sturdy and well placed among the midst of these beautiful tall trees. Sonia, who is by the way not a big fan of heights, was quite happy and thrilled to be here. There is also a wooden path that takes you around different spots and sceneries. One such spot was this, where the local was holding a falcon and a hawk, which are apparently native to this region. Of all the thrilling things that we could do in this park, walking on the suspension bridge was definitely one of them, as you can see how wobbly it is. And Sonia certainly doesn't seem to have held back. Besides the suspension bridges, there are also cliff walks in the park. The cliff walks are quite solid and sturdy, so a lot of people prefer walking on them instead of the suspension bridges. Plus, they are equally fun. Continuing our saga of exploring bridges, our next destination was Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge. This bridge is relatively short and easy as compared to the Capilano or the Sky Pilot Bridge. And the river flowing underneath the bridge in the canyon gives this place an amazing aura. Besides the suspension bridge, the Lynn Canyon Park also has some exciting trails that are worth exploring. We then head out to downtown Vancouver to visit the famous Stanley Park, while getting a glimpse of the beautiful fall colors in this region. Stanley Park is Vancouver's first, largest and most beloved urban park. The park contains natural west coast rainforest, scenic views of the harbour, beautiful beaches and the Vancouver skyline. This park is popular among the locals as there is miles of trails covering local wildlife, cultural and historical landmarks, and great eats along many other adventures. The park offers a wide range of unforgettable experiences for all ages and interests, including Canada's largest aquarium. It was a fine, chilly evening as we saw the sun go down behind the Vancouver skyline. A couple of spots we would recommend for you to stop if you're just passing by are the Brockton Point Lighthouse and the Stanley Park Seawall. This is a must-visit stop for beautiful pictures and for Instagram reels. And if you're running short on time, you can always just do a drive along the Stanley Park. It was late in the evening by the time we got out and it was time for dinner. By the way, have you ever noticed the flashing green lights on the Canadian streets? I wonder why that is. Regardless, we arrived at this beautiful Ethiopian restaurant called Gojo Cafe and the food here was amazing. We would totally recommend it. By the time we got out of the restaurant, it was already dark and we decided to click some night pictures of this beautiful city, including Canada Place and this beautiful location somewhere along the West Hills, north of Vancouver. This was just a random spot, but man oh man, the views from here were so good. We could see the entire city lit up along with the Lionsgate Bridge. The following morning was pretty and partly sunny, so we decided to pay visit to one final stop before heading out to Portland, Granville Island Public Market. The Granville Island Public Market is the jewel in the island's crown. With a beautiful harbour and surrounding skyline, this indoor market features a fascinating assortment of colourful food and produce. You can find a variety of handcrafted products and find unique gifts. This is also a popular hangout place among the locals. And if you're a fan of seafood, then this place is quite a gem. We stopped by quite early in the morning and decided to get a cup of coffee and some baked goods. And on our way to the US-Canada border, we also paid visit to Agarwal Sweets, which had some unique and delicious sweets that we were craving to eat since it was the Diwali season. We were amazed to see how much of variety of sweets there were. So that was a quick one-day tour of the Vancouver city. If you feel like we've missed some spots during our visit, please do let us know so that we are aware of it during our next visit. And if you found this vlog interesting and useful, follow our channel Forever Hum, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get instant notifications of our new videos. You can also get regular updates from us through Instagram or Facebook. Follow us at forever_hum. Well, that was it for this video. Hope to see you back again next time. Till then, take care. Sayonara.